Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Midwest Dungeon Delvers. Tonight, we have such a special treat for all of you. We are returning to our world of Gowland, the world in which we traverse through Dungeons and Dragons, homebrew style. I am your resident DM, Daniel, and of course we will introduce all the characters here in a moment. But right now we have a special treat just for you to introduce the world and where we are. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see all of you here momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the Chronicler. I am here to tell you the tale of the heroes of the Maki Vale. This is a land of the small folk, the big folk, and all in between. But this land's capital, the city of Lukil, was home to a great guild of adventurers. One such, a noble academy student named Ardru, he, along with several adventurers, began a small quest for an individual named Link, a tabaxi of gray fur. Little did they know that this would lead to a cascade of events, taking them throughout all the corners of the world and leading to them wielding the 6 swords of power.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that intro. That took all of this morning. I'm so sorry. We'll have a better intro here in a little bit, but you see before you the players and the world in which we traverse. Also, you will see chat and all the other good stuff right there for you to interact with. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now, at this point in time, you know me. I'm Daniel, the host of Midwest Dungeon Delvers. You've been around for the past, streams that I've done. I've streamed over 35 hours the last week. I need a life. No, I have all of my friends here at Midwest Dungeon Delvers. Yes, the S actually meant something. There's multiple people involved in this project. So let's go around and introduce everyone so they can introduce themselves and their character. Let's start with our good friend over here to my right, Thomas.
Hi there, I'm Thomas Schubert. I will be playing the character of Bor Hammerfist, who is a dwarf artificer. He specializes in making gear to cast spells for him because he's got limited spells. Bor's history is actually pretty interesting because back when he was born, he was actually the Prince of Hammerfast. Then a coup happened and his whole family died. So he's got a whole bunch of backstory to go through, and he's also trying to save the world. recently lost his best family member, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens in his future.
All right, next we have the Academy student, now professor, Ardrew. Take it away, Sean.
Yeah, my name's Sean. My character is Ardrew. He is a paladin, Oath of the Watchers. He was raised going to Strixhaven School of Magic, became a Quandrix student early on, ended up getting into the Paladin Order. He's become quite fascinated in the sort of foundational nature of reality. And it's sort of steered him in many different directions, morality-wise. But he strives to understand the truth.
All right, wonderful. Next, my good friend Ian, take it away.
Hi, I'm Ian. I play an Asamir named Anaxunamun, which, yes, is the same name as the mummy queen from the Mummy. Anyways, she is an Asamir, like I said. A little bit of backstory on her. She is the last Asamir through the will of fate and some other godly things going on. As a baby, she rode through a river, up a stream, and avoided the slaughter of her people. She was raised by a half-elf. She speaks a couple of languages. Her father was murdered at a very young age, as well as her only best friend, and now she has what we like to call daddy issues. She hates evil, and violence is always the answer, so be prepared for some smoke.
Wonderful. All right. Our next player is a recent addition, come back. It's our good friend Brant. Take it away.
Brant, also known as Corn's Demon. Play a lot of games with Midwest here. So the character I'm playing is Al, the resident psychopathic warlock, whose backstory is an enigma and a mystery to be discovered at a later time. Beyond that, he is heavily inspired by a couple various programs, such as just various evildoer type peoples, and has a fun 1920s radio host voice.
All right. Well, last but certainly not least this evening, we have, of course, Kit Nightblade, aka Shoden Ninja. Shoden Ninja, take it away.
Hey guys, I'm Kit, aka Shoden Ninja, aka Connor. But here we are, and this is more than that now. So I'm Kit Nightblade in the campaign, and I am a Goliath barbarian ranger, and I was raised after I was abandoned by my pack of giant brethren. I was raised by elves, and just kind of started going with it. And now we look for the swords.
Wonderful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, a few of these adventurers already wield some of the swords of power. I'm going to go ahead and give the floor to them to go ahead and recant for the stream how they got their sword of power and kind of their experience they've had with it. We're going to start with the first member who's received a sword, and that's Kit Nightblade. Kit Nightblade, you received your sword all the way back in the First Age.
Yes.
Go ahead and tell us about that.
Well, Kit has bad amnesia over the times, but here he sits with Layla Frostbite, the Sword of Frost.
Wonderful.
And she does quite the hailstorm of damage when you swing her about.
All right. Wonderful. Next, we have Ardrew, the second person to receive a sword here in the 5th age of the world.
Yes. I received the Wind, a sword imbued with the trapped soul of a nameless child, along with the souls of thousands who've been absorbed and consumed by the blade. It's been really interesting getting to know this sword and getting to utilize it the way that Ardru has. Yeah.
All right, wonderful. And our most recent sword wielder, Anaxunamun. Go ahead and tell us about your experience with your sword.
Well, to sum it up, I think the best word to use is trauma. Anaxunamun's only loved ones, her best friend, her father, were murdered. And the character that murdered her family later showed up in her life, wielding the stone sword. The fight was bloody, it was gruesome, and Anaxunamun almost died on numerous occasions. Nevertheless, we did end up victorious, and in that time, she has had to open up a side of herself that has not been available to the public. And so trust is a new thing coming on with her.
Wonderful.
Recently, forgot to add, her and the sword have bonded very, very closely, which you'll hear more about later.
Wonderful. Do you remember the sword's name?
Craig.
There you go. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Now, throughout the session, you will see in the top left corner of the screen chat and also PokeCatch, for Twitch viewers. If you want to catch some Pokemon while we do some D&D, go ahead and do so. Not only that, but the channel points have extra power tonight in our D&D campaign. Anything that says get and a character's name makes that character interact or appear right then and there. If it's a specific sword, like say get Frostbite, Frostbite might say something to Kit, or maybe it might act out in a certain way. If it's get Angela, the potion seller that is a favorite of some of the party who remember way back in the first age, she might appear out of nowhere. There's also one that makes students appear to ask the professor, Ardru, questions. So if you hit that button, a random student will magic in and ask professors some questions, and some shenanigans can ensue from there. Not only that, but occasionally I may ask chat to roll some dice for me and then tell me the numbers they get using the it is called the Bit Roller system on Twitch. You can go ahead and use your roller and then tell me what that roll is in the chat, and then we will use that congruently with the score that everyone gets to equal a DC for a check or something like that. That way chat can interact with our D&D stream as well. Now, when last we left the Shade Slayers, the party had delved deep into the dungeon underneath the crypt in the Jade Jungle, north of the Maquis Vale, finding a decrepit crypt from the Second Age and a shade of the Second Age. Shades being a individual whose body has been possessed by thousands of undead souls. The party slew this shade, chasing it all the way to the Shadowfell and back, gaining the new ally, Al, in the process. Now, after a rocky start and some tensions brewing from trauma and just everything being carried like a baggage, no one talking to each other, talking things out. Things boiled over last session, and a scuffle happened between Boar and Anoxinamoon. However, Boar and Anoxinamoon have cooled off separately in separate locations. Boar collecting a huge chunk of soul-empowered amethyst found earlier in the caves underneath this crypt. Now, we go to our perspective character for the week. Today, our perspective actually will follow Audru.
No.
Audru, we enter your first-person perspective.
I swear I wasn't staring.
All right. Where would you like to go here in the dungeon? Who would you like to converse with here at the campsite underneath the crypt?
Just kind of look around. What was this? Where did we camp? Are we camped?
Yeah, you guys have camped, and back in the tunnels there's the two separate ways. One of the swords, I'm pretty sure it was the Wind, had mentioned that one of their brothers was present down one of the tunnels.
Mm-hmm. And I think it told me which one it was down.
Yes.
It's on the left tunnel, if I remember right.
Correct. To the left.
I just look at the crew. Is everybody prepared? We're ready to proceed further down?
Suppose so.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Let's have fun!
Just take a deep breath. Alright, follow me. I start leading everybody down the left path.
Alright, you take a few steps, and I would like you to make a perception check. Everyone is going together. This is just like perspective of the party going through the dungeon.
It's a 32, good sir.
32 perception. Good Sir Archer, recently, down here in the crypt, a ritual was performed by the Shade to summon a new shadow from the Shadowfell. To do this, he was empowering the ritual with a huge supply of soul energy that was flowing towards the ritual section. That soul energy did not vanish. And now it is being pulled in the direction that the sword mentioned.
It's being pulled, okay. I would like to take the Wind and see if the Wind will absorb some of the soul energy.
Alright. Make a... Just roll a d20 for me. Roll a d20.
19.
The Wind begins to attempt to absorb the soul energy. However, whatever is pulling it the other way is overpowering the pull of the Wind.
Good to know. I look the party. We need to move fast.
All right. Let me pick out our next track. There we go.
Scooby-Doo music.
Yeah, definitely not that. Do that little jingle from Community. No, okay. So, and you begin to quicken the pace. So, are you moving? Well, you say you're quickening quickening the pace. So
Yeah.
you and the rest of the party are flying down the tunnel.
Mage armor.
Mage armor from good ol'
Armor of Shadows.
Al. Yes, wonderful.
What is that?
Oh, it's an ability I can cast mage armor at will without any components.
So we
Nice.
get a bonus to our AC?
I do. It's a me spell.
All right, you see a
protection
bit of a fork in the way. You could go to the right, you could go to the left. The soul energy flows both right and straight through this crag, but it looks too difficult to get through.
So then follow the soul energy. That's what Archer would do.
All right.
Can I try a perception check on that stone?
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check on the stone in the area, boy.
Would that be with stone cunning?
Sure.
$37.
37. Yes, this stone was carved out in the Second Age. It's part of whatever formed it.
Any secret tunnels or anything like that?
Currently, no.
Secret tunnel.
No secret tunnels.
No way to
Secret
cut through
tunnel.
that narrow
Through
gap.
the mountain.
I mean, if you wanted to take the time, Bor, and do that, you could. Ardru is heading this way. All right. Now, you come to a bit of an opening here,
Uh-huh.
and you notice a large red crystal.
Okay. I'm not even gonna bother Arcana check because there's so much magic flowing around this place. It's like just with magic. Is it emanating a glow of some kind?
Currently, no.
Currently, no, but is it red compared to the amethyst?
Yes, it is definitely a different color than the soul-empowered amethyst that you saw in the earlier tunnels.
I look at Bor and I'm like, well, make sure you grab some of that as well. That looks.
Let's find out what it is.
All right, Bor, you approach. I'll go ahead and use that 37 stone cunning from earlier. As you approach, number one, this is a highly conductive to magic stone. You are noticing a large, pure ruby here in the middle of the cavern. But as you get closer, the reflection of you starts to get larger and more clear as you approach the crystal.
Okay, I'm Arcana checking that.
All right.
Yeah, like noticeably unnaturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starts getting like clearer.
Alrighty, let's just say 24.
24. Something is in this crystal.
Okay.
Something looks like you in this crystal, and now that you are close to the crystal, it looks like it's a window's breadth from you. Like a reflection in a mirror.
Well, I'll do the reflection test. Touch back of my head, move my hand back and forth.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I would like to consult my book on dark lore.
Okay. Yeah, you open your book. As you begin to open your book, Ardru, you notice a dark energy emanating from the book that Al opens.
That's 10.
10?
Yeah.
What is that tome you're reading there, Al?
It
Just a little
does
family
not
heirloom.
keep pace with you. It's close, but not quite.
That's
Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
it's quite dark energy coming from your book.
Ah, you should have known my mother. She was a horrible woman.
Are you okay?
Of course.
Did you bind yourself to anything? Any
Is that
demons?
drawing
Or do you have any deals with deities?
Just the normal amount of deals with deities. No demons, though.
Did someone say demons?
My point of reference is totally skewed. What that means anymore.
I'm going to look at the ruby and the entity in it
Yeah.
and say, "Oh,
The echo from inside the ruby as it tries to mimic your high is like, it's like, hi. Slight, it's close but slight off.
you can stop pretending now."
23.
What?
23.
23?
On my history for...
There could be a multitude of different things trapped within different gemstones. Anything could tick off a certain wizard or a certain high level being, and they're in a gem, right? So it could technically be anything. The fact that it looks like Boar, but it's not a pure reflection, it's a little unsettling.
I reach out my staff. Try to pull him back away from the crystal.
Oh no, yeah, no, I'm keeping a good 3 feet between me and it at a minimum, probably more like
scoot
5.
you back some more. I'd leave that alone. It's not safe.
When I do that, I turn to him and I'm like, "Yeah."
Andrew, is this where your sword is telling us to go?
Well, it told me the hallway, but I haven't. I'm assuming we should follow the soul energy, because it's being consumed by something more powerful than the sword's able to consume it.
Is that what's consuming it?
See, are you pointing at the ruby? Looking at the soul energy, it's not going to it.
It's flowing past it. Whatever is pulling the soul energy is pulling it past the entity
No.
in the ruby.
Well, we should probably keep on going.
Alright,
Just
Are you sure we
round
shouldn't
the
kill it?
edges. Round the edges, though.
I think it's trapped. I think we leave it trapped.
I don't know. I feel like it might be worth it to kill it.
Boar is going to reach into his belt and pull out one of his sigil grenades and toss it underneath the ruby, so if anything comes out from that ruby, they come out onto the sigil grenade.
Alright. Go ahead and make a grenade toss roll. So just like roll a d20 and add your grenade bonus.
Would that be the spell bonus for the spell?
Yeah.
Actually, that's a.
Remember that time
So
I
we'll just have
poked
to use
the hollow?
Yes.
spell
Yeah.
attack.
Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, so that's a 30.
30? Yeah. You expertly place this grenade right in front of the ruby to where not only would anyone stepping out of the ruby get hit, but anyone dumb enough to try and let it out of the ruby is gonna get warned first. Unpleasantly warned, but warned.
68 warned.
Ooh.
Might in turn end up releasing it if it does enough damage.
Now,
Thunder, by the way, is the element.
Anoxinamoon is not yet convinced I shouldn't kill it.
alright. Ardrew,
Yes.
make an insight check for me.
Insight!
If it's evil, I gotta kill it.
We could just leave it.
That is a natural 20, good sir.
Nat 20.
Where's the 20 on the stream?
Did it.
Pew, 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 pew. Someone hit a victory sound for the... There we go. We got a couple of victories for our first Nat 20 of the stream. Good old Ardrew getting a Nat 20 for an insight check. Alright, so...
Wish it would have been in combat, yeah!
yeah, wish it would have been for something else. When our lives depended on it.
That's
so true.
Alright,
Literally.
the soul energy could have just gone through that crevasse. It doesn't need to, like, find easier ways through rock whenever you could have just gone through the straight. Why did it curve? Whatever imprisoned the thing in the ruby is purposefully taunting it with soul energy that passes by it every second of every day.
See, it's not evil, just a tortured soul.
So maybe we should still release it.
Leave it. I don't trust it.
So, the way I see it,
Roll persuasion.
There are three considerations there, right? One, it's innocent, in which case, well, that's not very likely. Two, it eats soul energy, but somehow isn't bad. And three, it eats soul energy,
19,
so it's
okay.
bad.
You convinced me. Knocks him. Just goes.
I mean, can anyone say it eats souls and not make it sound like a bad thing? I'm just wondering.
Yes.
Okay? Let's hear it.
It eats the souls of bad people.
That still doesn't sound like a good thing, just kind of a semi-neutral thing. at best.
That's not a bad thing, though.
I don't often
Okay,
hate
all right.
men, but I've eaten a couple of souls in my day.
I thought it was you almost got your soul eaten. I seem to remember something about Dwarf City and Drow and a party you really shouldn't have gone to.
It was a great time. I can tell you in full detail later if you'd like.
No, I'll pass. Thanks. I'm good. I know enough about Drow parties, just knowing that Drow exist and that they have parties.
Part 1, Demon Orgy.
Spider,
Alright,
even spider. You gotta remember the
Part
spider.
2, color me intrigued.
I'm going to stealth my way now through the hallway, continuing to follow the stream of energy. Yeah.
Alright, you begin to maneuver through.
How stealthy was that? Him having to like parkour over that wall.
Well, yeah, the party parkours through the. I'm not gonna make you roll through every single little obstacle in the dungeon.
It's just funny because he said stealthily, and then you were just like, Spider-Man, Spider.
Well, like, think about it. All right, we got a what type of owl? What type of owl?
Omni is a snow owl.
A snow owl. Those are stealthy boys.
I mean, owls in general are just quiet.
If he's stealthing,
I'm not worried about
I'm
the owl.
so-
I'm worried about the dwarf who has no agility.
I
I
cast
get you.
invisibility on myself, so
You know what? Fair point. That is kind of a tight squeeze. Everyone is trying to stealth.
Okay, but it's a tight squeeze through a tunnel. I'm a dwarf.
I understand. I'll give you advantage for the
All right,
roll.
that works.
I'll still
That
make
works.
you do the roll, though.
I'm rolling really, really well, so here comes the one.
Here we go, with advantage.
Okay, that's a 2, so it's not a 1, so that's a 3, so 5.
5. So, everyone makes it through that little crevice, and you guys come to this kind of like open in the cave. You see several crags and crevices and different uprooting rocks keeping you from just full exploration here.
Those stalagmites?
Yeah, those. Yeah, yeah. And you.
I just want to show off how to do it.
Thank you. Stalagmites.
Tights.
Yeah, I was gonna say what
Tights
what
are from the are on the
Yeah,
ground
which-
and mites are on the ceiling?
Mites are on the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can
so
roll for it.
tights. Stalactites.
I think, no, actually,
Tights
I'm
are on
pretty
the ground.
Now we gotta Google it.
We gotta Google it.
Now we gotta Google it, ladies and gentlemen.
As a graduate of a caving class, it is stalactite is on the top.
So I had it right.
Yeah, so
Because it has to hold on tight.
bottom, you're right.
Tights are
You're
in the
right.
air.
And the mites are on the bottom because they have to be mighty to grow from the bottom.
Tights. Tights in the air, baby.
Oh wow.
I tried to remember my mnemonic for that, and all I got was, that's tight. And that's when my brain stopped. So.
Alright, so stalagmites are the ones from the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. So,
High and tight.
Okay, alright, come on.
alright. You all make it into this big open cavern, in the cave,
Yeah.
all stealthy. No one's made a sound, and then you just hear as Boar gets his ankle caught in the top end and then just goes and slams into the ground with all his armor and different things.
He's like leaning onto a rock that just collapses and he gets up and he falls into another one. Just like,
Yeah, that's exactly right. And then, you know what? Describe to us what Ardru sees as you attempt to get up the last time but make the loudest noise.
Nothing. I'm invisible.
That's
So
true.
all of this is happening and nobody's seeing anything as this
I love
absolutely like it sounds like somebody dropped an entire display of pots and pans down a set of stairs and nobody sees anything. And it's like it's echoing through the whole place.
Invisible pots and pans downstairs.
Yeah. Yep.
Wonderful. All right. Now,
Well, if they didn't know we were here before, they do now.
Good.
Surprise is no longer our element.
I prefer to fight my battles head on, like a warrior should.
More would comment, but especially on the head-on thing, remembering a certain Yeti. But currently, he's trying to not die of embarrassment. So,
all right.
Don't worry, my boy. Everyone makes a mistake on stage.
All right. So, you right yourself. You're still invisible, but now, Ardru, make a perception check. Now that the clattering has stopped.
ugh, alright. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Well, that's really good because further down the hall, you begin to hear the steps and sounds of hollows. The very telltale signs of
Put my hands back towards the like everybody needs to stay extra quiet, possibly find hiding. We've got hollows coming.
the
What
footfalls are getting closer. The like rusty armor that you hear this thing wearing, it's not built for stealth. This thing is built to kill.
I'm going to try to find a stalagmite that's big enough for me to just sort of hide behind and yeah.
What is a hollow?
It's like this really annoying dead thing. You kind of kill it and it kind of comes back to life.
actually, it's a really annoying, permanently undead kind of thing, where you can do as much damage to it as you want, and you're like an hour, and it's back to normal.
Oh. Well, this is going to be quite simple.
Ardru, why are you hiding? Let's just kill the thing.
Alternatively, why don't we make it a friend?
Can I tell that if there are multiples?
Hollows are friends, not food.
Based on the 20 and the sounds and everything, the echoes of the hall, it's hard to tell the difference between the rusty metal they're wearing and the echoes of your friend's mishap earlier.
I say we don't let them know that we're here, and we try to stay out of the way, especially when we don't know how many of them there are.
Voices. Stealth is a good option.
Shh.
So sorry.
Wonderful.
Stealth is cowardly.
Stealth is
insist.
strategy.
Well, if we must. Darkness.
Dark, I knew it.
Is it covering all of us or just you?
All of us.
We can't see in it, can we?
I can. Don't move. Actually, no, I'm gonna move everybody over next to Ardru. And then don't move.
Wonderful. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm getting everyone moved up. Boar.
Wait, is Boar a male or a female?
Well,
It's a little
the
girl,
token.
Is it a girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
The token is a girl. It's the only one appropriate size that's wielding an item that's doing the magic, not magic themselves.
Okay.
Right?
I just wanted to make sure.
It's okay if your character's a little girl inside.
I'm going to.
For reasons unknown to anyone, including himself, Bora looks over Anak and is like, yeah, pretty little.
All right. Everyone is
I'll grab her by the coochie.
together,
You're like Donald Trump right now, bro.
bro. All right, there we go. Wonderful. Everyone is up together and hiding. All right. I can find him. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I know there's.
I saw him. Go back. Over. And then down some. And then over to the right a little more. There. Right there. He's right there.
That dude.
Yes, there we go. All right.
I spy with my little eye. Something to kill.
Moving forward into the cavern is one of the hollows. It basically begins looking around for anything and everything. No matter my option, wow. Shonen Ninja commented in the chat. Give me a second, guys. Also, hydration. It begins looking around, right? Everyone makes stealth checks. New stealth check. I'll say with
advantage because darkness?
Yeah, with advantage.
Thank God, because oh my God.
Advantage because of infiltrator armor.
That one.
Just
Ooh. Pew 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 pew.
What we
Pew pew.
Not 20.
Nat 20, guys. We got another Nat 20. Someone hit that victory.
You just stole all my luck. My first roll was a nat 1. So
Well, I got it.
okay,
29.
17. It worked out. 19 total.
Wonderful.
Alright, how'd you do? How'd you do or not?
It's bad.
What'd you get?
I got 2 nat ones.
No, one's a 4.
No, that's after like I rolled it twice. That's the only dice.
What up, gents?
It's Drook.
What up?
Drook is also live with us. Wonderful.
That is a good question.
That is a good question, Drook. You join us from afar.
He's our treasure. Yeah, kind of my son, but not through birth. I just breastfed him as a child. And I rolled.
Are you muted?
To make sure
Oh,
he was
sorry,
okay.
yeah, you're muted.
I
No,
rolled to
we're
make sure
not-
he was okay with it.
We're not muted.
Well, my camera's having issues.
I've actually breastfed 2 animals.
A turtle and a bird.
Yeah, my camera's...
Oh, I'm silly. I have to be unmuted over here to be.
Okay. Drew, can you hear me, Drew?
Should use the what?
No, I'm gonna let this one ride. The fact that it rolled twice nat 1, that
Can
means
you-
game's for...
Can you hear us?
Game gets what it wants.
And Nott's like, yeah, hide. Watch me hide.
My webcam is traveling.
She does like the chopper thing where she puts the one part of her body behind the wall.
I was just thinking of her like stand out there with the sword in front of her face, like, oh yeah, this is how I hide.
It's protection.
So,
All right.
Check.
We hear you, boss.
Sweet.
Sweet. Woo-hoo.
What up, guys?
What's up?
come
What's
on,
up?
you missed Boar stealthing like a man in armor actually would.
But it's okay. You get to watch an Ox in the Moon make a fool out of herself.
That's always the best part, right?
This is the part I like the most. Huh?
Yes.
Okay, so you can hear us, right?
I can hear you now.
All right, cool. We're live on Twitch, buddy. Why'd you leave? What? What just... You gonna come into the stream and just dip? What?
Just give him a second.
Alright.
It sounded like his wife was calling him. I heard him say, what? And like look off and then the camera turned off.
That's Drew. He's in and out every once in a while, ladies and gentlemen. So sorry.
Such is the life of a father, newborn. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, definitely. Now, at this point in time... Alright.
Alrighty then.
Oh. I disappeared.
Yes, you did. Real quick. Just for a second.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that dude looked around, and Anox to the moon.
That gat standing out.
You are like right here. Just on the top of all the rocks, not hidden. Here's the guy. And he turns the corner and is just like, I thought, and he sees a Nox to the moon and draws his sword. I need everybody to roll initiative.
I'm sorry, guys.
Dirty 20 for Archer.
25.
I'm done with this.
How bad?
I'm done with this.
Is that another nat 1? Luck it, bro.
No,
You have them for a reason.
that's not the reason. There's something going on.
Natural ones are exactly the reason to use a luck. That is exactly why you have that skill. To avoid that. Now,
My initiative's 32.
I guess it could make sense that you slip off and fall. In sheer shock.
An Ox in the Moon is retarded right now. I don't know what's going on.
This is
Like 3 nat 1s back to back.
3 nat 1s, bro.
Fate?
It's
I gotta let it ride. I don't know
Yeah,
what's
let's
happening.
get an F in the chat.
If it hit 5, then start lucking.
If it hits 5, I'm gonna walk home. You
it's
get to keep my car.
You can keep the car.
I'm a loser. I get to walk home.
When you want to say that it's okay, but it's not.
I'm tired of walking around pretending like I'm okay.
You're really not.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. So 1 + 6 is 7.
You know I can't count.
It's okay. I'll show you the map.
there you go.
Quick math.
All right, now, Anak, you rolled another nat 1.
Mhm.
Ardrew, what did you roll?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Al, what did you get?
32.
32. Wonderful.
25.
25 from Boar.
It's a big
My-
number.
I will say my
22 for Drew.
22 as well.
I got a plus 15.
Two 22s.
Oh, nice. I go plus 10.
I was 25.
25.
Emotion plus 15.
Drew.
He was 32.
Oh, that's the confusion. Alright, Drew was 22
16.
and 16 for Kit. Alright, wonderful. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time that we initiate combat. I'll find some music for some combat.
That's right. You haven't
place
seen,
Thunderstruck.
Combat, yes.
you haven't seen my gear in action yet, have you?
Besides the time I smacked it out of your hands.
No, yeah, no, he didn't see anything that time. He saw my grenades and that was it. So yeah, you get to see my shotguns.
Oh, those little toys, they're nothing.
Those little toys two-shot a giant purple worm.
That is true. That is a thing that happened.
When you bore witness to whole genocides of people, it's nothing.
Okay, but this is what I can do with like 3 weeks. So I mean, give me some time, right?
I once saw a group of people have the power of the sun unleashed on them twice.
True story. He just looks over. Shoot. Was the lion, the pride's in there, bro? Escanor himself?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to initiate combat mode. Alright, so here we go. Into the environment. Now, up first, it's going to be Al.
Looking at it, it's undead.
Yes, it is.
It's gonna need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. It got a dirty 20.
Okay. Well then it is not under my assuage.
Alright. It looks over at you and it doesn't see you because darkness and the only one it sees is a Noxunamun right now. So it kind of like is looking around. You're up first. That's it? You just kind of
that's my action. So yeah, I'm done.
Alright.
I'm done for now.
So you go ahead and cast a spell trying to take control of this.
I just look at it and you're mine. No?
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
You're a little bit too strong. My bad, fellow.
Wonderful. So that kind of reveals your position then.
It's still magical darkness.
Yeah. So
You can't
from
see it,
from the dark orb behind.
From the dark.
Yeah. From the dark orb behind our good friend Anoxinamun, he just hears, "So sorry, friend." Alright, next, after Al, it's our good old boar.
Who doesn't see anything.
Yeah, currently you are enveloped in darkness.
But the distance is less than 30 feet, right?
You can't see unless you have a means to see through magical dark.
Well, right, but the boundary is less than 30 feet, so I'm just going to walk out,
Okay.
basically. I'm going to walk in
It's
the
the dark
direction
dark.
that Enoch went,
Alright,
basically.
so you walk that way, and you get out of the darkness.
And can I see the, that guy?
Yeah, you can see the hollow.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll
well,
say you make it over here, and you can see through the stalagmites.
I'm going to say hi in my traditional manner.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot him once, and then just because he's standing under a rocky overhang, I'm going to shoot the rocky overhang and try and collapse it on him.
Okay, wonderful. Go ahead and make
know
the
how that
first
goes.
shot.
You know, it's gonna
Be careful, you might release spiders.
Evil mechanical spiders.
That's right.
It's supposed to be based off of save, so I'm just gonna make.
Just don't. You know I'm standing right there. You can lance
He
it.
would
Come
need
out in the
to.
cave.
So for it to work on him, he'll have to make a save. But for me to
I'm gonna let it
the
happen,
overhang
because
and cause a collapse, I'll need to do a what?
It's his
roll?
decision, but
Just roll the hit. It's an easy hit, and the saving throw for the ceiling is, it's gonna fail because it's the ceiling.
But what is the saving? Oh yeah, so it's auto fail.
Yeah, for the ceiling.
All right, so he's.
No.
I mean, for dodging.
No. The ceiling fails.
The
It's
ceiling,
saving.
yeah.
So in order
So-
for this to
so
hit,
yeah, I'm getting hit.
basically, I fire and
No.
equals
We haven't gotten that far yet.
dodge saving throw.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Well, I fired.
Okay, you're blowing up the.
Right.
Ceiling that knocks in the moon standing.
No, a little further down.
He is like 10 feet next.
Yeah, right. It's 10 feet. You know, you might survive.
Alright.
You might survive.
So that's a. Sorry, that's catapult, which
Knocks in the moon has a
is
little
Dex
bit of
20.
darkness for overhanger.
Hmm.
And it smells right.
All right. Dexterity saving throw 20.
Yeah. For the hollow in the ceiling.
15.
15.
Plus 10.
25.
Oh.
25. So you succeed.
Yeah, you know what? I totally forgot that I have this thing where if I fail a saving throw, I can throw it again.
Oh, but that's the
Indomitable.
beauty.
We both do the same thing.
We both have the aura.
Yeah.
I just want to remember what it was, just in case I fail it again. No, but continue.
Yeah.
Go,
So you succeed in dodging out of the way of the stones as they fall. Go ahead and roll your attack against the hollow, right?
It'd be a Dex 20 for him.
Yeah.
Al has his hand up to you.
25. He succeeds.
Alright.
He'll take half damage though, right? Is
I
that how
don't
it
think
works?
so on catapult. Let me
Oh,
check.
okay. Then yeah.
On a failed save. Huh? Hold on.
Yeah.
Take half damage.
Indomitable. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh. Yep.
Something I've never used.
No!
I was
Right?
reading through my sheet the other day. I was like, oh, I have this.
Oh, I was wrong on that altogether. No! It just keeps going. If they succeed in the dex save, it stops at them, and they still take the hit. If they fail, it blows through them and keeps going. On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, that object and when it strikes, each takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage. Well, it's actually 5d8 because it's objects. So, if this description is right, it's basically a sure hit spell. Choose an object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range that isn't being worn or carried. The object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in a direction you choose before falling to the
Right.
ground.
You're using that spell to aim at a thing, right? So you're rolling to hit the thing
Okay,
first
so I
off.
roll.
Yeah, on a-
what
You
would
roll to hit
that would be
the
a
thing.
spell hit.
It's a gunshot.
Yeah, if they
We did not discuss these.
if they save it,
I
there's
don't have
nothing
that
that
listed
happens.
anywhere.
If they fail it, they take the
Alright.
bludgeoning damage, but they have
So
to fail it.
that would be
Otherwise, there's no damage.
Dex with proficiency. Is that right? For the guns?
Yeah,
Okay.
Dex proficiency modifier.
So that would be 12 to hit.
Okay, plus 12 to hit. That makes sense for level 13.
Yeah.
Especially with the weapons you got. Yeah.
So that total 17.
Total 17. The hollow is hit. So go ahead and roll damage for the hollow.
Okay, alright. So the hollow is going to take 5d8. I'm just going to roll a d8 and multiply by 5.
Alright,
So
wonderful.
that's 25 plus
No, sorry. It's 5d8 times 3, so that's 75. Plus the 3 magic stones, which is 1d6 plus... 1d6 plus... Him?
He's just adding up all the damage, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. This bit's always a little... Yeah, 5. 1d6 plus 5, so that's 10, 30, 105 damage.
105.
It's 5d8, which I rolled 5, so that's 25. Times 3 for 3 stones, that's 75. 10 per stone, times 3 is 30, so a total of 105 damage.
There it is.
My lord.
1 attack.
One
There we go.
gunshot.
Kaboom!
105 damage, one gunshot. Absolutely insane.
Thankfully, I can only use those 10 times a day, but frankly, I've never hit that limit, so...
Do we need to make a con save for deafness?
Yeah, actually, here in the cave, everyone near Boar, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, man.
Plus 10.
Hey, nat 20.
That is a nat... Okay, I'm gonna re-roll. I got a nat 20, but it bounced out, so I'm gonna re-roll it. Okay, 9.
We got a victory in the chat.
Nice. Get a victory for a nat 20, everyone. Another nat 20.
We're within range of their 2 auras, and that adds plus 5 each for saving throws, right?
Your plans.
Yeah.
So that totals up to
Where's Boar?
19.
Boar is currently nearest to Inoxunamun, but like close enough that
Yeah.
Drook, Al, Ardrew, and Kit, you're all gonna have to make saving throws here in the cave.
Okay.
Like, you guys have heard Boar's gunshots go off before. Not in the caves.
Right. Yeah, it's way worse indoors.
Indoors. I'm sorry.
Plus 10, though.
Yeah, plus 10
28.
on the saving throw.
28.
28,
Nat 20.
nat 20.
18.
What'd you get, Kit?
Wow.
17.
You know what the plus 10?
I rolled an
17.
8.
Wait,
Drook, what did
but you don't
Drook
have
get?
anything on your constitution?
wait. My bad. Not 18. 23.
I was gonna say, wait.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
said-
yeah.
Same feel though.
You get the bonus.
I forgot all about
Three.
constitution.
And you get it too?
If he's, you're muted, Drook.
The first, 20 sessions,
If you're
I
trying
never
to
added
speak.
my initiative.
If not, it's okay, buddy.
I just hold my hand up to you, realizing like all of our saving throws are going on, and then you can't see me. I'm just like, oh, yes. I forget.
So the DC was 28.
Oh. Okay, so yeah. pretty
Well, with
much-
all bonuses considered, I'm at 37.
Yeah, so you succeed.
I succeed.
Anox succeeds. Al does not succeed.
Neither do I.
Kit does not succeed. Boar does not succeed. We're gonna say Drook does not succeed. Unless he rolls real quick. 3, 2, 1.
Juma.
Alright. The sound that you hear is just a ringing. Just nothing else. Just one tone, and it does not leave.
It's just dark.
It's dark and you can't hear a thing.
That's messed up.
Boar is deafened, right? And his
Yeah.
ears are ringing, but at the same time, he's an artificer who grew up in tunnels. So this is like Okay, Tuesday, right? Let's get to the doctor, right? Big deal. Tinnitus. Get over it.
All right. So next, after Boar, we're gonna go to Drook would be up. Drook, are you there? 3, 2, 1. Nope. Ardrew, you're next.
All right. So hearing all the calamity going on out there with that thunderous round that he just fired off,
Correct.
I am going to head up over those little stalagmites there.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna get within about 15 feet of the
Hollow.
of the hollow, and I'm going to use my where is it here?
We'll say right about there.
My channel divinity.
Okay.
So I'm going to where is it? The specific one I want. Abjure the extraplanar.
Wonderful.
So I'm going to use. I can use my channel divinity to invest my presence with the warding power of my faith as an action. Choose a number of creatures I can see within 30 feet of me. Definitely choosing hollow. Up to a number equal to my charisma modifier. Minimum of 1 creature for 1 minute. Wait, that's not one. I channel divinity to castigate unworldly beings. As an action, I present my holy symbol. And each aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend within 30 feet. Is that what I want to do? He's undead. Will he fall under any of those categories?
Does it list undead?
It does not.
D&D spells usually typically
I didn't know if he
specify
had,
undead.
if he had a subcategory for any of those.
Hollows are
That's not what
undead.
we do. So then what we're going to do then...
It's just a different kind.
Yeah. We're going to go for a... We're just going to go for it. Let's... where's the spell? It's here. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at the...
At the hollow?
At the hollow, yes.
Guiding Bolt. Go ahead and cast your spell. Roll your d20 to see if it hits.
It will be cast. Is it 1 level higher with the book? Or 2 levels higher? I think it's 1.
I think it's 1.
Yeah, just 1 level.
The Book of Exalted Deeds is his.
Okay. Does a 31 hit?
31 will definitely hit, yes. 31 hits.
Yeah. 76, okay.
All the different papers and things. Dice rolls.
$36 points of radiant damage.
You begin to coalesce your holy energy into a blast. You throw it forward at the hollow, who is like taken aback from the blast it received from Boar. But it is like already moving back towards the party with a newfound like veracity. It's definitely turning from like I'm checking out what was going on to now you done messed up. I'm injured. Something's got to die. So I'll say he's down to that. Okay, and then you hit him with holy energy, so he's down to that. All right.
Let me see if there's a bonus action here really quick.
Okay, so Ardrew, you look across at the hollow. The hollow across from you has more flesh than any hollow that you've faced before.
Okay.
It's wearing armor in all the right places. Like, typical hollows you see are very unintelligible, very feral. This one looks like it had some intelligence, but you guys have knocked that out of it.
Got it. Okay. So as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
All right. So you cast Sanctuary.
Yes.
That is a wisdom saving throw for it to hit you.
Correct.
Wonderful. It is the Hollow's turn. Okay. The Hollow is going to see if it can attack you. Dirty 20.
20 is the save.
Ooh, okay. So it does not like the holy damage that you sustain to it, and it moves up to you, and it is going to attempt to swing its 3 attacks.
Okay.
The first attack is a 23 to hit.
Does not hit.
The second attack is a 29 to hit.
That one does hit.
All right. The third attack is a 25 to hit.
That does not hit.
Ooh, there you go. The first and only strike that connects out of this barrage of strikes coming at you, you take 45 points of slashing damage as the hollow slashes into your chest. That ends the Hollow's turn. Up next, it's Kit.
Alright.
Okay, okay, Kit, right here.
Oh, that's me?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Okay.
do you want me to
Oh,
throw...
where's closest hollow?
Closest hollow is past Ardrew.
He's currently in the darkness, though, isn't he?
Yeah. Kit, you're currently in magic darkness and hear a bunch of fighting going on in the direction ahead of you.
I'm gonna do the old one-hand shuffle, or one-hand forward, side shuffle towards that direction.
Alright, I'll say it's difficult terrain and you make your way through the stalagmites. Kind of swinging your way through. But you make it to the other side, but that's your whole movement.
Okay.
You are able to see what is going on. You do have your action and your bonus action still.
So I see what's going on. There's a hollow fighting with Ardrew. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and bow out and try to get that hollow shot.
Go for it. Go for it.
Nice. 20 to strike.
To hit.
20 to hit. 20 hits.
Alright. That's gonna be 10 damage.
10 points of damage. Nice. You got another attack?
At least one more, I think.
There you go.
23 to strike.
23 hits.
25 damage.
25.
No, 12.
12 points of damage.
Sorry.
Alright. This undead enemy before you is looking rather rough.
Alright.
Rather decrepit, even. Looks like the once kind of... His flesh isn't as emaciated as some of the other hollows that you've faced, but it's now closer to a regular hollow than before the encounter. So we'll say that.
Soldiers.
Yeah. At this point in time, one second, I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna switch up the music just a tad bit, ladies and gentlemen, for the combat. There we go. A lot better. That's more. That makes more sense. Sorry. All right. There we go. Druk, are you there? Go once. Going twice. Sold.
Bro was just there.
He was?
Just a minute ago, yeah.
Ah. My goodness. My goodness. Missing it. It's a knock Sunamoon's turn. A knock. What would you like to do? The hollow before you looks rather about re-dead. I'll put it that way.
I am going to cast Magic Missile
Magic Missile.
at the 3rd level.
There you go. So that's how many darts?
Extra 2, right?
That is 5 darts.
5 darts.
5d4.
Go for it.
No save, no roll.
Yeah.
Just damage.
How do you want to do this before you even roll damage? 5 darts are going in this thing. Your attack bonus alone would kill it.
This might be overkill. I feel like I should just pull out my sword, because if he's gonna die like this, like I can just save the magic missile.
Your character wouldn't know that.
Yeah, I know she wouldn't know that. I'm just thinking personally.
Yeah.
I didn't have any reason to use it. I was just using
Don't
it to
worry
use
about
it. So let's just say Anoxinamoon was not convinced that we should not fight this thing. Hence her boldness to walk straight up to it. And maybe it's for the best that she was the last one to go, because she's just gonna take her key blast and go die.
You're gonna pull the Vegeta when problems is arising and just go
Just don't worry, I got it.
And you watch as what color force blast do you have?
Green.
Green.
No, purple.
Purple.
R.I.P. Samuel L. Jackson.
Really?
What?
Not real, but the character Mace Windu. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
Jeez.
All right. You scared me for a second.
It's like, nah, he's still kicking.
All right. No. Okay. So, go ahead and describe how you turn this hollow into Swiss cheese.
Okay, so kind of recap. We're all standing around. We hear hollows coming. Erdrew goes off in the corner to hide. I'm like, no, I'm not about that. That's why I rolled in that one twice. I walk straight up to the balcony. He casts darkness. I never enter that darkness.
No.
I hang right over here, just walking straight up to the hollow that's making noise, and I'm looking at this thing. Of course, I take a short little pause because everybody else goes and attacks it.
Yep.
But I'm like, yeah, it needs to die. It's evil. It's gotta die. And so she just.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Sith too.
Yep. The wolf. Yep. Your wolf Sith.
She gets in her baseball bag. She steps 1 foot out. She's still up on that. She takes 1 foot out. Like she's throwing a home run pinch. Which I guess technically isn't weird.
two.
Like you want them to not.
Two.
Yeah.
Throw the pitch of your life.
But yeah, throwing the
Speedball.
pitch of my life.
Well, it's in the stat block.
I have everything here.
Shouldn't it? Doesn't it say initiative?
And yeah, she's like, it's gotta die.
All right. It's got to die, and it does.
Back to Golden basically store their stuff in the astral plane.
You could say so. The Hollow Knight falls to the ground. You hear more footsteps coming from further down that tunnel.
Or used 3 of his infusions this morning to make some more bags of holding.
Okay.
So as soon as the hollow dies, he just opens the bag and scoops it right up into it.
All right.
Because he can't get out. Once it's in, somebody else has to pull it out.
You throw the corpse of the Hollow into the bag of holding.
About how much does the hollow weigh?
I'm not calculating that right now.
Let's just say 200 pounds. It's
Sure.
got a 500-pound limit, so.
Sure. Yep. 200 pounds. The skeleton body plus the armor. Yeah. 200 pounds.
No meat on his bones.
Yep. Really don't. Okay, so
So that means we can fit 2 humans and a half.
Depends on how thinly we slice them.
and a halfling bag of holding.
there it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is so good. No, okay, you bag of holding the Hollow's body.
But like 10 elves, because they're 90% helium, so.
Alright. Ardrew.
Correct.
The Hollow is blasted to pieces before you.
Excellent.
And then the body scooped up into the bag of holding. Further in, you begin to hear the sounds of footsteps and other hollows.
Oh no. Alright, first things first, lay on hands of myself. For
Were you the only one
45.
that took damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was
I mean,
also
we're-
gonna lay on hands on it.
No, I
Yeah,
got my
he-
I got my whole thing. I got enough.
He heals himself.
What if I just wanted to touch?
Alright, so you lay on hands, you heal back the health points. Do you push forward? What do you do?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All
We're still trucking through.
All right. So the soul energy flows through this way. Do you keep following it, or do you splinter off?
No, I mean I keep following. I'll defer to everybody else if they want to follow me.
No, follow.
Everyone's following Ardru.
I did see something.
As we're walking, I'll tap him and like point to my ears and like,
Can you do anything about my ears?
Oh yeah, that's right.
where it works.
I heal my deafness.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me see.
Boom.
Ah,
That'd be lesser restoration.
I'll say
that it doesn't have to be lesser restoration though.
I can, but like, how many of you? How long is it gonna last for?
17 more minutes. And a minute is 10 rounds of combat. We're
Yeah.
still kind of in initiative.
Okay. How many people are deafened?
Can't.
Dude, I can't use all the spell slots.
Yes.
Like this. Walk up.
Yeah.
Remove deafen. Remove deafen.
Okay. All right.
Alright.
Thank you.
Using lay on hands.
Yep. Love it.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, right.
Can't complete the rest of mine yet.
Just finger your ear hole.
No.
It's just a wet willy.
It doesn't wet willy to everyone.
And he's still in darkness, so nobody saw it happen.
Just walk up. Heal yourself. Heal yourself.
It's not lick on me.
Heal yourself.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Alright. So, you push forward, following the soul.
Oh my
energy.
goodness.
Can I?
Whoa! Wolfie raiding with a party of 6. Welcome to the D&D stream. The Six-Sword Saga commences. Yes, Ardru, you see in the distance the soul energy funneling into this large chamber. Glints of gold appear before you.
Oh, that's nerve-wracking. Okay, glints of gold. I still hear footsteps, I'm assuming?
It sounds like, rather than charging forward, they are making the sounds of footfalls that are preparing themselves. Like the shuffling of feet moving into positions.
Alright. Can I see any figures?
Currently, no.
I'd like to stealthily approach in order to try to at least get in within range, within sight, within me being able to see
Wonderful.
somebody.
Wonderful. You maneuver, and through the funnel of soul energy, as some of the souls begin to part ways, you see 3 hollow warriors standing, but near this large throne, you see a crowned individual. And in your head, you hear the wind saying, "That's him.
That's him.
That's him."
How do I approach? What can you do?
Don't let him get close.
Turn to the party. Don't let him get near you. And I take two of the nail grenades off of
Two of the nail grenades.
Yeah. And I look in and I want to look at the party. Is everybody ready?
I open up the book, flip to a page.
Going prepared?
Yeah,
And
he's got his guns in his hands, like, yeah.
And
I
I want
cast
to
mirror image on myself.
I want to
I'm
enter
actually
the
I'm
room.
gonna cast fire shield on myself as well.
As you're doing that, Archer is just like making his way into the room, just chuck both of them in the direction of the
Throw
figures.
2 grenades
Yes.
into the room. As you throw the grenades, I want you to go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Hello, Missy Fox. Hello, everyone that raided with Wolfie. Thank you so much for tuning in to Midwest Dungeon Delvers, the return of the Six Sword Saga after a 2-year hiatus. Both hollows in the front roll natural 1 for their saving throw.
Okay.
So they will take double damage.
Nice.
The hollowed dog in the corner rolled a 12. So it'll take full damage.
Yeah. Alright, so the first one, the full damage, just the regular full damage one, is going to be 28. The double damage will be 56.
Alright.
The second one.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have about half an hour left in the stream before our artist has to leave. And then we will continue the content with a bit of conversation post game, but the actual D&D content will end here in about half an hour. So you throw the grenades.
First one was the 28, doubled to 56. The second one is 32, and then 64 on that double damage.
The first 2 hollows are obliterated.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get rid of those. Okay. And he's taking out. Where's my?
There's another guy right there in front of you.
Yep. I was wondering where my mouse went. All right.
We still under the same initiative?
Yes. Yeah, we currently are still under the same initiative. This just kind of like broke through into the new combat. All right. And I'll say he's down to that. Dead. Alright, last back. Up next, Al, top of the initiative.
I walk into the room.
Yeah, you walk into the room.
What do I like?
There is a plethora of gold and souls amassed before a mighty throne. Standing before the throne, not sitting on it, holding a dark blade with a sinister energy, is an individual your character may not recognize.
Hello, kindred spirits. Hand me your sword. That's why we're here, right?
Oh, yes.
And I'm going to use Dominate Evil.
Dominate evil. Go for it.
He has to make a saving throw. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save.
Interesting.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
Luck.
Whoa.
10. Auto succeed with legendary resistance.
There's one.
That's one.
He feels you attempt to dominate his very essence. Not the person, not the entity, not the physical form. Evil. You attempt to dominate evil, which is his base component.
Come now, you're being too resistant on this. Just be a good fellow and play along.
Oh, I will give away this blade when I feel good and ready. You who would come in here, disrupt my slumber after so long. You killed my little pet that was outside.
Yep.
Disrupt my peace. Kill my gods. And agitate that which should have been left alone. You know, one of my generals was very upset to have traveled so far, and you all were gone.
Oh, that seems to be an issue with you guys.
I didn't hear anything he said except for he wants to die.
We've been many places.
Yes, but to transgress onto my island without invitation.
Ah, Cat's a little trick on us, yes. Cat Standy likes playing around, as you're aware.
Oh, I am very aware of the cat's bag of tricks. However, forces, infrastructure, resources used for a welcoming party for all of you, for a conversation, and this is how you greet me when I come to you? Nails shot before me. He drops a whole handful of shrapnel from the grenades that would have hit him, but he just caught it and drops it to the ground.
Superman, then.
Drook is present. Wonderful.
I'm here. I'm here to support.
Wonderful.
The blade that you possess is pure evil.
I
This
really
is
love this
too
sparkly
big.
things. So wonderful.
Toothpick is crazy.
Well then, you wouldn't mind if we played it. If it's so meaningless to you.
He closes the distance on you, Ardrew, right up into your face, and is like, once it's been earned.
Do you,
Up next,
Well,
in the initiative order,
did he teleport to him?
yeah, he kind of just
Alright,
over there.
as my bonus action, I'm gonna compel duel.
Compelled duel with you?
Mhm.
So you just pull his attention?
Yep, just that. Psst. Give me your sword. That's what I want. Your sword, sir.
He wonderful. That's
Wisdom
beautiful.
saving throw.
What's
He
happening
rolled
right now,
a 10, but he's
I hope
going
whatever
to
happens
use
works.
a legendary resistance to
Negate it.
negate that. That's 2. That's 2, you guys.
No, I'm out.
All right.
I've done my job.
That's Al's turn, and then the response. Up next, we've got Drew. No, yeah, I'll say Drew. Drew, you go.
Yes, it's my turn. Here we go. Okay, so
No. You tell her wait.
Dennis is chill.
as I was saying, I am going to. Where am I? I can't see myself in relative. distance.
Just imagine that you're first person's perspective, because imagine where the dude is in the distance. That's where Ardrew is.
Oh wow, he's far away. I'm going to use my. I'm going to dash to him and try to get over there. That should be 80 feet.
I don't think we needed that much.
I'll say you get about here. Not quite within melee range, but close enough.
And then I'm going to chuck some taser nades with my bonus action.
Alright.
Nice.
You throw a couple of taser nades. Go
Going
for
to
it.
hit. Well, I don't. It's a bonus action. They just hit.
Well,
Unless there's a resistance.
taser nades, it's a throw to hit.
Okay.
It's a roll a d20 like you're throwing a grenade or like an improvised weapon. Or a rock.
27 to hit.
27 hits, good sir. Go ahead and roll damage.
I got to roll. I drew 2, so. The next one's a 25.
25. He goes 25 for this next one. There we go. Get you guys there in the combat. Did he roll damage total?
I think so.
So, rolling damage.
Yes. Roll damage, good sir.
5d6 plus 5. Sorry, calculating damage here.
Wolfie, thank you for still being here. We appreciate all of you staying and enjoying the show. Our first return after 2 years. Hiatus. Wolfie with 100 bits! Oh my goodness! Wolfie, thank you so much! Perfect.
That's
Well,
76
that plus 2.
damage.
Yeah.
Lightning damage.
76 lightning damage.
Actually, it's for 20-foot radius, so everything within that radius is damaged except me.
Oh, so I have to make a saving throw too then.
Right. That doggo is Gono.
Doggo El Delito.
Yes.
Control Alt Delete.
That dog gets yeetus deletist.
Anyone smell Mongolian barbecue?
Oh.
I was actually thinking about getting some Mongolian barbecue. I want to soon.
Alright.
Don't forget to get plus 10 on your saving throw.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, do I have to make a saving throw for that, or did he throw it far enough that I'm
He
sad?
threw it far enough that the... Yeah. We'll say he threw it towards, like, the back end of him, and so it hit, like, the hound, and...
It hit the
Yeah.
dog. Oh my god. So
And, yeah. So,
Well,
the
60 foot. Anything 60 feet away, I apologize.
60 foot?
Wait. Sprint? Okay, wait.
No,
Hold
no,
on.
you can throw it 60 feet. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I can throw it 60 feet, but
Yeah.
the radius. Yeah, the radius is 20. My bad.
20-foot radius of electrical damage.
Sorry.
That's totally fine. So you fry the dog with your electrical damage. It seems like the electricity courses through this individual, but he just kind of like shrugs it off and is preparing himself for full combat.
Oh no, he's got a high. Oh my. Okay, here we go. Droop dies today, probably.
That ends. Drook. Boar, you're up.
Hang on a second.
Why do you say Drew Costa?
More than likely.
I'm started up, boys. It's time to die.
Not currently. I'll have to deal with that later. What the heck? I'm gonna say hi.
All right. Say hello with your gun blasts.
Yes.
Boar.
I'm a
And so
bombastic individual.
And so Boar comes in like Danny DeVito and just starts blasting.
Yes, please.
Alrighty, 2 attacks. That's gonna be 14 and 28.
The 28 hits. The 14 does not.
Alright.
Block that. Roll it again.
Alright.
Ooh.
22. Oh, actually, does the +5 apply to attack rolls or just saves and skill checks?
That's only going to be for saves. It doesn't apply to skill checks.
Okay, alright. So 22.
22. Yeah. That'll put a pretty dent.
So both of them hit? Alright.
Yes.
So let's see here.
That's what you use a luck for. When a motherfucker has 100-point hit, that's what you use a luck for.
Oh, darn. That's not right. Okay, I'll fix that later. 1,
I want to be a dick.
2, 3,
Like,
25,
Honest face.
46, 56, 59, 59, 80, 92,
blinding light.
92,
Smile that just lights up the room.
28. You're making this really hard. 128, 150, 163, and now we do the magic stones.
Alright.
163, 174,
This is about to wreck this
181, 187,
John Wick.
3 more, 187, 195, 204, 211.
Yeah. Yeah.
The sun
I
is out.
got some really good rolls from those damage rolls.
Oh my gosh, that was the best luck I've ever used in my life.
So
211 points of damage that day. So him and the sword possibly as well.
Hence the reason I
We
disarmed
might
him.
be digging that out of the wall for
No.
a while.
So essentially what happens is you blast him, he takes that damage. Him and the sword do go flying back through his throne. It shatters, crashes, destroys, slams him back into the wall, leaves like a full anime-style crater, smoke pouring out. You guys don't see him. Next person's turn. Ardru. Well, wait. I'll say you throwing the grenades was your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprise round.
Yep. For Al. Noxunamoon
A Nox and a Moon.
and Kit go at the same time. So
Oh.
decide.
I'm gonna bonus to my sword, and I'm gonna swing away.
Well, you gotta
You gotta like get there, and also he's not physically in front of the throne anymore. Did you hear the description?
Maybe not clearly.
Okay.
Blasted through the throne. Throne was destroyed. There's a gigantic crater, basically, where he was standing.
Yeah, I did 211 damage to him with 2 attacks.
So
we're about to be at phase 2.
So Dragon God hits our boy from Mashoko Tensei into a wall. That's the style of hit that just happened.
Nice.
Right.
Versus the bad guy.
Right. So the bad guy is in the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad guys in.
So
is he like? Did the wall blow out? And he's like on his back, like in the hole.
he's in the hole. There is smoke pouring out of the hole. You guys cannot currently see inside the hole and see him. You just see the smoke pouring out of the hole.
Perfect time to use magic missile.
Well, how high is the ceiling?
I'll say 40 feet. 40
Alright,
foot
I'm gonna
pattern.
jump 35 feet in the air and forward, and I'm gonna drop 2 arrows into the opening.
All right. Roll to hit with disadvantage because
About 10 feet forward.
right.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage, cause cover.
Yep, because the cover of darkness and all the other stuffs.
Nice. 15 or 25 and 23.
25 and
23.
23 both. Well, that's the first roll, right? 25 and 23. So that one hits.
And the 22. So 23 and the 22. So a hit, and then 22 is
A hit.
okay. 10 and 8. 18 points.
Nice. Very good, very good. 2 arrows fly into the hole. Anaxumun, what do you do?
It's hard because I really want to like fly into the hole after him,
Okay.
but I don't see him. Is it magical darkness that he's covered by?
So essentially, the only thing that would like give visual because of like the rubble and debris smoke that is like pouring out of the hole is the soul energy is still funneling to this individual. So you're just seeing like this funnel of blue energy enter the hole.
Or yeah, we gotta stop him from doing that. But I'm not gonna be the person to rush him. So we're gonna we are gonna. Who's around me? Are there other people near me within 10 feet?
Yeah. Most of the people are near you. The only people who like aren't close would be Drook, Ardrew, Kit. Now that he like leapt up into the air, so like he's mid leap shooting arrows right now while you're moving.
Well, and Boar.
Yeah, and Boar, who's also
So-
just like still held back and like shooting guns.
Almost everyone's near you, except for
Okay,
Snow.
so I won't thunderstep, but I'll just cast magic missile again.
I was being sarcastic, but we're all pretty far away.
Yeah, everyone's kind of split up.
Oh, so I can.
You can't thunderstep. You can thunderstep.
Because
again.
yeah, it'll just leave it where you were.
Yeah, but in a cave it's gonna echo. Let's just.
It is gonna echo.
Let's just not. I'm gonna go ahead and cast magic missile on him.
All right. Is that on target? Is it a creature you can see, or
It.
Can he use the direction of the soul energy as a target?
Yes and no.
what does it say?
3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice. I guess you can. Yeah, that you can see within range.
There it is. There's the wording.
Gotcha.
So currently unable to see. Now that we like headcanon have everyone's position, if you want to thunderstep, you can. You're not gonna like do damage roll to your party, but you will cause effects of thunder in a cave.
I'm already 4 people, which I would have normally just cast Mirror Image, but instead, we're just going to use this opportunity to buff. I'm going to cast Protection against Evil and Good.
Okay.
On myself and Ardru.
All right. You cast that on both yourself and Ardru, and that ends your turn, right?
That's all I've done.
Okay, what would you
I
like
was going
to
to
do?
say, can I hold my bonus action
For what?
for a reaction?
For
What do you want to do? What action do you want to hold?
what bonus action are you wanting, and what's the trigger?
It is going to be... I guess that makes sense. I don't know. Because it's a bonus action, so I can't really do a whole lot with it.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a spell. It can be like a defensive action.
Yeah, I'll just go on the
Evasive.
defense. Yeah, evasive. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case he does, there any kind of like he comes out of that cave swinging dick. I want.
Right.
Yeah, dodge. There we go. Dodge action.
All right. You take the dodge as like a bonus action because you're a fighter, and I'm going to allow you to take it. So you take the dodge, and prepare yourself.
I also would like to take this time a second just before she gives up her turn,
Yeah.
just to I almost called him Cass, but Craigian.
Yeah.
Just to touch base with Craigian, make sure how you doing, bud? You good?
I'm a little nervous right now, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
You ready to take him out?
If we can.
We will.
This guy's been around a while.
Well, you know what my dad used to say.
Daddy didn't raise no...
Boom. There you go. And that's the end of her turn.
That is the end of her turn. As your turn ends, the only thing all of you hear from the hole is laughter. As slowly stepping out of the debris, his royal attire somewhat tattered, his flesh pristine, as if not a scratch on him. He looks up at all of you, the sword begins to glow, and he says, "Time to see how much life this can drink." And that's where we're going to end tonight's session of 5th cycle of the Six Swords Saga.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the Chronicler. I am here to tell you the tale of the heroes of the Murky Vale. This is a land of the small folk, the big folk, and all in between. But this land's capital, the city of Lukil, was home to a great guild of adventurers. One such, a noble academy student named Ardru, he, along with several adventurers, began a small quest for an individual named Link, a tabaxi of gray fur. Little did they know that this would lead to a cascade of events, taking them throughout all the corners of the world and leading to them wielding the 6 swords of power.